Hey everyone, today we're talking about the Worx GT Revolution 3-in-1 string trimmer, edger, and trimmer. I was able to take around the property and test it out, test out the features, so I wanted to talk about a few things. How to put it together, how to change out the spool, how to use it, and how to get into edging mode if you're curious about that. The battery that comes with it, the charger, and how it performed around my property, and if I would recommend it. So first off, putting it together was somewhat easy. The first thing you got to put on is this flower guard. So it's a little tricky at first, but basically it slides in and then it kind of clicks into place on this tab here. It's a little tricky by looking at the instructions, but basically you slide it in and then you can click it into place. Then this guard, you remove the screw here. You slide the guard in and you kind of give it a tap to lock it into place and then put the screw back in. So it's fairly easy to do. It also comes with this wheel that you can move for edging mode or mowing mode. And the way you take off the wheel is there's this tab here. You push it in and then you can slide it off. It's a little wonky, not super intuitive, but once you get used to it, you can press that tab and slide it off. It kind of takes you a little while to figure out which direction the wheel slides on and off for the edging mode and the mowing mode. This comes with a 20-volt battery with the battery level indicator. It's nice to have that battery level indicator so you know how much battery you have. This is a 20-volt 2-amp battery. This works with the whole Worx family system, so you can use these batteries in all of their tools, whether it be a blower, drill, hedge trimmer, anything that they have in their family of products. It also comes with this charger that has a charging light, so it blinks when it charges. Battery just slides onto the charger the same way it slides onto the trimmer. There's these grooves here, and then you can just slide it into place, and it clicks into place. This has an adjustable handle. All you have to do is press the button, and then you can rotate the handle to your liking. You can adjust the height if you're taller or shorter, or if you want to store it. Basically, there's this twist lock. You just twist it, and then the shaft goes smaller or longer to your liking. Once you get it to where you like it, you just lock it, twist it, and lock it into place. This also has a spool holder, so you can put your extra spools here. So when you're on the go and trimming, you can just swap it out easily and you have it with you. All right, so this has 3 modes. You have your regular string trimming mode here. Let me turn it on so you can kind of hear it. You have your regular trimming mode, and to go from your trimming to mowing mode, it's pretty much the same. All you need to do is take this wheel, and you put it down here, so you have your mowing mode. So to go to mowing or trimming mode to edging mode, now I've done a lot of these videos, and after reading the instructions, this is a little different than the last one I did. The last one, there's a tab here that you unlock and you can twist the shaft. This is a little different, and maybe a lot of you that are coming to this video are trying to figure that out. So to go from mowing or trimming mode to edging mode, you actually have to pull these apart. So you pull it apart and then you can rotate it. So it did take me a while to figure that out, and the instructions are not the best for explaining this, but basically you pull down on this part of the shaft and up on this part of the shaft, and then you can rotate it. So here's trimming mode. Now to rotate to edging mode, you pull and then you turn. So hopefully that makes sense. Then you can step on this guard here, and then before that, you unlock this, you put this in the unlock position, then you can step on the guard or with your hands, click it into place like that. Then you can go to lock it, and now you're on edging mode. So there's edging mode right there, as you can see like this. To get into trimming mode, you can unlock this, rotate this up, lock that into place, but then you have to rotate the shaft, so you pull apart, and then you rotate the shaft. So now I'm in trimming mode. So it's not the most intuitive at first, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. This also has a command line feed, so if you get short on line, you press this button. To start the trimmer, you press in this safety button, then you can pull the button right here, and then you can get it started, like so. Press this button and then you pull. Then you can trim or edge or mow. Now the command line feed, it's a little weird at first, but basically if you need more line, while you're running it, you press the command line feed. That stops everything and lets some more line out. You don't really know if it's doing this at first, but if you held it up to some grass and you kept it in the same position and you had it running and you kept on pressing the button and releasing, press the button again and releasing, you'll notice that the line does go out. I'll show you how it sounds. So I'm going to run it and then press the command line feed. So you notice that each time I press the command line feed, it stops the trimmer, but it does let out some line. With the 20 volt battery, 2 amp hour battery, you're probably going to get 15 to 25 minutes of trim time, depending on how you use it. If you have more batteries, obviously you can put another battery in and you'll have more time. Now I'm going to talk about how it performed. So I got to use it, you'll see in the video, I got to use it on our neglected sidewalk there. I was able to trim it up and edge it up, trim the sides. Did it do a good job? Yeah, it got the job done. I would consider this a light duty trimmer, maybe on the edge of medium duty. It gets the job done. It can get thick weeds, but it does get caught up a little bit. Going back to the command line feed, do I like that? I'm not a big fan of the command line feed. I do like the old school bump feeds, because when you do the old bump feeds, right away you'll notice a quick extension of line. And I kind of prefer those old school methods with the bump feed. The shaft extension, that's fine. Now to figure out getting it from mowing to edging mode, once you figure that out, it's fine, but it's not super intuitive at first. With edging, with this model, I do like that you can see your line of sight. Some other string trimmers I've done, when you're edging, you're staying on the side and going sideways. This one, you're looking right down the sidewalk path and you can see your line and get your edging line fairly precise. The flower guard, I just keep that in. I'm not a big fan of the flower guard. It kind of gets in the way. Now, switching the wheel from edging mode to mowing mode, I'm probably just going to keep mine on edging mode. I've done the mowing mode and I probably won't use the mowing mode. Instead, I'll just use the regular string trimming feature and trim whatever I need to. For mowing, you kind of had to keep it at a certain angle to try and mow the grass. The reason why, when the wheel's down below, this kind of sits high, so it's not really cutting the grass as low as I wanted it to. So I probably won't be using the mowing feature. String trimming, it worked fairly decent. And again, edging with the wheel was fairly decent as well. I do like that it's fairly lightweight, and then that you can shrink it down to put it into your car, store it in your garage, and those kind of things. The lock feature, to rotate it, you have to remember to unlock it. I kept it unlocked most of the time and it did fine. If you're going to go into mowing mode, you do need to lock it, or else that angle of the shaft will change. Now, to swap out these spools, it's pretty easy. You just take the cap off and you can pull the spool out. Make sure you keep some tension on that line. It does come with 2 other replacement spools. To put it back in, you want the gear side down, or you want the gear side facing the motor. You push this down, seat it into place, pull your extra line out so it's not caught in there, and then all you have to do is snap this cap on back on top. If you do want to add your own line to these, it's fairly easy to do. But basically, I believe this is 0.065 string trimming line. If not, I'll add it to the video right there with the correct sizes. To put the spool in, all you need to do is take the string out. It has a little catch here to keep the string in place. But you take that out, you're going to put the gear side down, thread this through the string trimming hole, put that down, take up any slack, put your cap back on, and you're good to go. You can see the gears here. That's how the command line feed works. It adds some extra line when you need it to. If you're going to add new line to these spools, you can get replacement spools or add new line to it. I'm going to unwind this so you can see. There's a lot of line on here. But at the start of the spool here, if you can see that, there's a little catch right there that you thread your line through. You can see that catch right there. You thread your line through there. And this shows you which way to wind it. So you're going to wind this clockwise. And when you wind it, Just want to keep it nice and straight. So you keep on winding that all the way. So it doesn't crisscross, but overlaps. So keep it nice and clean. Don't crisscross it. So when it releases fine. So I'm going to keep it nice and clean like that. Oops. So you wind that up all the way, and then you'll be fine if you want to spool your own lines. So what I recommend this, again, this is a light duty trimmer on the edge of medium duty. It'll be good for small to medium sized properties. If you're looking for real power, you probably want to go with something different. Again, I'm not a big fan of the mowing option. String trimming is fine and the edging is fine. And again, to switch from trimming to edging, you do have to pull out on that. I wish they made that a little easier to understand, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy to do. All in all, this is a decent string trimmer to have on your property if you want to get your trimming and edging done. The Worx brand is a good brand, and I've done a lot of their blowers and other string trimmers. I wish they made the wheels easier to put on and off and show you where exactly to put them. That would make this a little better. But overall, this is a decent string trimmer and edger. I wouldn't put too much weight on the mowing capabilities. I would just trim it myself and not use that. If you're interested in watching any of my other videos, I got a lot of other string trimming and blowing videos, robotic lawnmowers, tool reviews, and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching.